is in charge, man. Vince is in charge. All right. But let's keep going on here. Bloodline problems. This epic story continues. As we had Jimmy and Sokola in the ring, basically saying the bloodline's stronger than ever. We're okay. Everything's fine. Kevin Owens comes out and attacks them, and it's like, okay. Kevin Owens, who has been in and out with Sami Zayn, basically said he wants nothing to do with them, coming out, attacking them. What do you guys think about the bloodline continuing the story that we left off of basically Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy basically having a little maybe alliance there, as we saw Jay was hesitant to get into the ring on last week on SmackDown. What do you guys think of how this is developing, continuing?
Well, it's continuing very well. It's still the best story in wrestling. Sami Zayn is still the best baby face in WWE right now. Man, you see him, coming.
Whoa! He's not Mr. America, okay? He's not Mr. America. He's not blonde haired, red, white, and blue. He's not Cody. He's not Cody right now, man.
Yeah, he's not Cody, but okay. I'll give you that because
he was in Canada, all right, man. He was in Canada.
Yeah, but he's still popped up. Yeah, they're still cheering for him though. Yeah, they're still clamoring for him to get thrown into this match somehow. So yeah, so the story has been still been doing very well. You got Jay Uso kind of tangling the line between am I with Sammy or am I with my family? But we all kind of know in the back of our heads he's with his twin brother. He's with his twin brother. He's gonna end up being back with Jimmy by the time WrestleMania comes around, and eventually I don't know. See, this is where I'm curious. How eventually are Sammy and Kevin going to come together after what? Because by story, Kevin wants nothing to do with them. So eventually, I'm curious to see like how WWE creative is going to make them eventually come together. Because realistically, you look at what happened at the Royal Rumble, you would think that would be enough. Yeah. But you already had the promo by Kevin, so I'm really interested in seeing where that goes.
I mean, come on, we already know they're gonna get together. But yeah, I don't. It's tricky because it's like you could pull a whole loop-de-loop and like Jay sides with Sammy, and then you're like, what? The bloodline's breaking apart, and like let's say they lose the title, Solo leaves, and then Roman's the last one on the island or whatever. Going into Mania, I don't even know, but
he's the Iron Man.
I don't know.
There's a lot of moving parts.
There's a lot. But that's the thing. It's like with Jay just popping up and not going to either side. It's like, what the hell?
The thing about that, if that was a regular tag team, that would be one thing. But that's his brother, and he didn't get in the ring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like,
well, they're all brothers.
Yeah. we all he left both his brothers in the ring to get assaulted by Sammy and KO. You know what I mean? So it's like he's not really. It's like, is he really gonna like? We've seen brothers fight in wrestling before. We've seen the Hardy Boys do it. Supposedly Edge and Christian, Kane and the Undertaker, not really brothers, but in this case. At some point, it's like, is Jay and Jimmy going to turn on each other? Are they going to fight each other? How is that going to impact the tag titles? It's like, I don't know. We know how we're going to get there. We know we're going to get Sammy and KO versus the Usos at Mania, right? That's where it's kind of leading to. But it's like, how do we get there? We still got a couple more weeks to figure that out. But it's just like, with all that going on, it's like, how is that going to play out? Because Jay not helping his brother, you know what I mean? Like, that's... I can't even think, even if it's wrestling terms, you didn't even show up to the aid of your brother.
I think they're just gonna build up the suspense, like, oh, Jay might go again. I honestly think they're just gonna keep holding the suspense, and then like, oh look, it looks like Jay's gonna help Sammy, and then boom, he just double crosses him because he's not gonna go against his family. He's not gonna go against his family. At least I don't see it, and if it does go that way, I don't know what either they're gonna do it and not have any plans or whatever, but that just doesn't seem logical. But at the same time, what is fucking logical at this point? So
yeah,
who knows?
Yes, that is true.
Oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy, yeah.
We're gonna bring in everybody now. Yeah, that's the question. We just need to figure out how we're gonna get there. Continuing, we also had Cody Rhodes saying that he's gonna appear on SmackDown and confront Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman comes back out and says, "What if Roman confronts Cody Rhodes?" And Paul Heyman can just make anything out of nothing. Like Cody Rhodes' promo was whatever and cool, whatever. Paul Heyman comes in with the interview backstage and just makes it 10 times better. Like, okay, now I want to see this. Like, we already get that interaction where it's like, okay, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns finally interacting. Paul Heyman just puts a little salt on top, makes it 10 times better, and it's like, we're finally going to get that interaction, that first interaction between Roman and Cody Rhodes, hopefully on SmackDown. And it's like, that's something to look forward to. Yeah, no?
Yeah, that promo that Paul Heyman cut last week backstage with the neck brace on, that promo even had me saying, "You bastard." Yeah, that's how good he is. That's how good he is. He gets like if you're booking a pay-per-view, and some companies do this, where it's like a week out and you need to promote it, just get Paul Heyman and just story, and then you're gonna sell. It's gonna sell out.
Mm-hmm. But it's like not just like that. I think that's what adds another element, right? Because the Bloodline storyline has been great. Like, it's been the best storyline on TV and all that. Paul Heyman's small promos, his 5 minutes on TV, 10 minutes on TV, whatever it is, just adds a little bit more to it. It's like you buy a video game and it adds the DLC pack. Like, the game is already awesome, but he just adds a little extra to it. You know what I mean? But it's like, he's just awesome, and we're getting more and more closer to this confrontation. Also, people are talking about Sami getting involved in that and how that's going to be, how they're going to play out, and how those guys are going to interact. We already had that promo between the two, so now he's coming to SmackDown. It's like everything's kind of merging together. Coming together, and it's just like, how we're going to get there. And it's like, every week I'm just like, okay, let me see what's going on. You want to see what's going on with the storyline, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Let's